Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, I have something special for you. We're going to take a look at a little bit of an insight for the dev roadmap to come. Beyond Taya, a new era begins. Alright, so I am looking forward to reading through this and honest first impressions and reactions with you guys. I have some clarifications if we need it. I have the opportunity to dive in deep, and this is in lieu of the dev interview. They've just provided us the roadmap here to share with our viewers how we wish. So first things first, it looks like we have some new hero teasers. This beautiful lady on this screen was teased a while back. Love her. Oh my goodness. Well, not a while back. Recently, actually, right? I think she was shown a long time ago, but she's been re-shown more recently in that little video that was involving like an update to come. It's like kind of teased new heroes and new skins. So I'm sure we'll see more of that. This fancy crystal in the middle has me very intrigued. And then there's a beautiful lady there with kind of the painterly Picasso things around her, so I'm confused by that. You know, they had the painter from the last dev interview, had those vibes. I don't know if that's intentional or if they just completely changed the character that they were going to do and that she's part of that. I have no idea. We'll find out. Or maybe there's a Bond pair with her and the Picasso-looking character. And then they have this really amazing looking hero on the side that, yeah, definitely curious about. But all right, I'm not going to overanalyze this screen too much here because we want to dive in and look at everything else. But this is a really good start, I would say, right? All right, so first up here is Sandbox-like gameplay. Estimated in 2026, this year, the second half. Want to dive into untold adventures on a brand spanking new content, craving gameplay with totally unique mechanics and vibes, ready to take on all new bosses that'll test your skills? This sandbox-style gameplay delivers it all. Alright, so the concept art with this is kind of teasing like an elven woodland paradise there. A very regal land, beautiful, interesting vibes for sure. And then next up, we have an open world, second half of 2026 as well. Like the Dracula's Castle style gameplay, which I personally loved. I hope you guys did too. I thought that was a lot of fun. So I'm happy to hear that there's going to be more content like that coming. They say a massive new open world map with a new epic lore, tons of random encounters and quests, and deep character progression. All blending to craft constantly evolving world that stays fresh, thrilling, and full of surprises. So this might sound a little bit confusing. It does to me because when I hear sandbox, I think open world. So what's the difference, right? So this is going to feature more like route choices and a greater variety of events and a focus on strategy. Where the open world is going to focus more on exploration and discovery, an emphasis on like the sense of exploration itself versus, you know, the focus on those strategic battles, more of a... So I'm guessing this is going to be a little more chill vibes and the other maybe just more challenging, but they're going to be different. So I'm curious to see how these are going to roll out. Okay, we have a new faction coming as well. Full map pursuit mechanic. Oh, hello Idril. Ultra long unlimited attack range. This mechanic excels by offering a unique edge in spread out positioning scenarios, keeping your team effective when scattered. Features a new legendary lord, a new epic lord, fresh heroes, and selected veteran heroes to join the new faction. So full map pursuit. Now this could be something where like you have a healer, like Elowin that full board boosts or like you can place her little minions everywhere, or like an Idril, a Beatrix, like where they can go attack anywhere on the board with their ultimate. I'm thinking they're gonna focus stuff like that, which is the funnest stuff by far to play. And maybe they've just picked up on that, like how much people still enjoy Idril, who very well could be Idril in that picture. The concept art here, it looks very much like it could be someone like Idril shooting super, super far away, which is her specialty, which I love. The idea of more people like that. Again, it's something that I always say I truly enjoy. I love playing Beatrix with Ezreath and Valise these days. It's like my favorite thing to do. And Idril's the OP original character that's still amazing in content. And I still use her when new stuff comes out, especially with events. So really happy to see the new faction. So we're gonna have an IP collaboration in the second half of 2026 as well. I don't see any teasers here though. There's no hint. So Watcher of Realms X whatever. I already know who it is. No, you don't. So I don't think that's a hint. But I don't know if this is gonna be like what they've been teasing in the questions for the surveys. So the surveys have been talking a lot about like some fairy tales, and maybe they're going to do another open IP type collaboration where it's not bound by strict contracts and extra costs for them. Like there's some stuff that would be super expensive, but doing something like Dracula as a theme with a bunch of characters that are limited and a whole event around it. I could see them doing that with like the fairy tale stuff they've talked about. Now, when people hear fairy tales and collabs, it sounds kind of cheesy, but if I think about things like Hansel and Gretel, I could also picture like, isn't there like a movie where they're like super badass Hansel and Gretel? Or when it comes to some of the fairy tale stuff, you get like Baba Yaga, that's super creepy and dark and amazing for a dark fantasy game. Or like Krampus with Christmas. Even stuff like Rapunzel could be super sexy and majestic and not like a kid. She could be, you know, it could be an adult Rapunzel character, which actually, I guess she is a teenager or something, right? I don't know. I don't know what the original Rapunzel is supposed to be, but I like the idea of a super majestic, fun-looking Rapunzel. So I'm curious of what they're going to do for this, but I'm assuming it'll be like the Dracula collab event with limited time heroes and events and artifacts and all that to go along with it. So feel free to speculate in the comments below. Which IP collab do you think we'd see globally? All right, more content. So Arena, new season. A brand new major tag mode is currently being planned. Oh no. So Raid Shadow Legends players might be a little traumatized by the term tag arena. So hopefully not the same thing. Unleash strategic diversity in Arena. Tags are not tied to specific factions or heroes, but they're emphasizing strategic synergy with the overall team. No one-size-fits-all builds, enabling countless team comps to thrive with the new tag mode. Okay, that doesn't sound like the thing that we are grown to dislike, so that's a good thing, I think. So I think with this, there's a little bit more clarifications as well, so I'm gonna talk about that, because this is one of those I wanted to find out a little bit more on. So, like, each season will feature a different tag theme, and the challenges will have different variations based on the theme, like applying specific effect to heroes. The way these effects are applied may differ slightly from one raid to another. Okay. And it's going to be not limited to buffs or debuffs. So some of the effects are neutral, like strengthening certain types of heroes while weakening others. I like that. And then this encourages players to adapt their lineups based on understanding of how tags interact with the teams. So it kind of sounds more like, it kind of sounds similar to the idea of buffs and debuffs and stuff like we see in the tower, but a themed arena mode where I see this is one of those things that we've always liked the idea of, especially when I've played other games too, of having themes around arena to make it different, to make it so you're not just using the same heroes are the only answer every time we go around, right? And I think this is what they're intending, is to, yeah, give you a variety of things, like not necessarily, again, factions or heroes, like only use arbiters, only use whatever. It's not meaning necessarily that, but things to boost usage of maybe characters not as widely used, and not just make it so one hero is the best answer, period, right? It gives a diversity with the seasons changing. So that sounds good to me. I'm definitely optimistic there. Faction trials are going to have new milestones added in the first quarter as well, so let's move on here. All faction trials extended to stage 18 and upgraded rewards. We got to catch up, guys. There's definitely some that I never tried the new hard versions of. Speaking of things I haven't tried the harder versions of. A brand new campaign, Chapter 11. And challenging new Immortal Codex bosses. So those don't necessarily have dates linked to them, like it says here for estimates, but at least we know that is in the works and coming. They're continuing to expand the chapters of campaign. Great to see, because if as a new player coming in, it gives you a ton of things to do. And as an older player, it's just a new set of rewards, new challenges. And yeah, it's something I would expect them just to continue outward. But I like that they do the campaign pretty well with the chapters, like not requiring everyone to finish everything as a new player to unlock a lot of content. I've definitely played games where you feel like as a new player, you're overwhelmed with everything you need to do. But like, I didn't finish campaign and I don't stress it. It is what it is. Like, I don't feel stressed that I, like, feel obligated to finish it as fast as possible or feel like I'm missing out on too much. At worst, I'm just missing out on farming a lower stage of, like, the gold raid, when I need to get some more gold, I have to farm a lower stage than the optimal one. But that's okay. It's still really good. There was a period of time where those are the only options, right? So it's not too bad. Happy to see the expansion of both of those things. The Immortal Codex bosses got really hard for a while there, so I'm curious if they're going to do any adjustments with the really hard duo boss thing. I was terrible with that. I don't know about you guys, but what do you hope to see with Immortal Codex bosses? That'd be something else great to hear in the comments below. Ah! Yes! Yes! Sweep system. In the first half of 2026, sweep tickets instantly clear 3-star completed raids, greatly reducing farm time. Available in campaign stages, promotion raids, or resource raids, gear raids, artifact material raids, faction trials, and more. Holy crap! Campaign stages. Why would anyone farm campaign stages with sweep tickets? Is there a reason that I'm not thinking of? Or was it just for the demon soldier drops in certain things? I can't see a reason to farm campaign stages. Can you tell I don't farm campaign stages? But you guys let me know in the comments below. What am I forgetting? Is there a reason we need to farm a campaign stage? I know when you go through campaign, you get some free demon soldiers by clearing certain milestones, like chapter 9, you get the flying guy that zaps. But do people farm campaign? Anyway, either way, sweep tickets are amazing. This is something that I've seen requested in other games early on, but you don't want to do it when a game is brand new, unless it literally is an idle RPG, because you want people to actually take the time and enjoy the content you created. You want to be part of the content. You want to be immersed in the content. But as these games age further and further out, the years go on, we're going to be hitting a third year. We're halfway through second year almost here. Wow, we are. You really need to do stuff that speeds up gameplay, or else it just becomes so stressful, and playing the game is a full-time job. And you don't want that. You want to let people still enjoy the content, the newer content that's come out, and let the old content be kind of sunset and be able to clear things faster and still enjoy the rewards. Not like get rid of the old content, but collect rewards faster. I love that. I love that. Okay, very happy to see that. Very, very happy to see that. As someone who's so guilty of... I don't want to leave my computer open for hours in farming something. I want to be able to shut my computer down and do other stuff. So, yeah, great. Okay, all right. Next up, Malrik Halls of Illusion. New keystones will be added to drop brand new gems, expanding strategic depth. New keystones paired with new stages featuring higher challenge variety, requiring more flexible team adjustments. Okay, increase the drop quantity of existing gems. Oh, with more gem types to be explored in the future. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, new stages. I expected this was an easy type of content to roll out new maps periodically, which would be obviously the new stones to use, the keystones to play. We just got a new one, so I don't expect this one to be in the early half of the year, seeing that they just gave us a new set of Malrik content, but there's already in the roadmap to have even more and continue improving that system, so great to see. All right, new Demon Soldier gameplay. So mid-2026. Gameplay details are still in development. There's a couple directions they want to go, and they want to hear your thoughts. So again, comment below. I will put together some of people's replies after the fact and send those over so they could see which direction. Direction 1 or Direction 2. Let us know in the comments below if you're someone who likes Demon Soldier gameplay. What do you prefer? So, Direction 1. An expanded Demonic Crusade style mode focused on fun and accessibility for more players. Or Direction 2, a solo PvP mode for Demon Soldiers, similar to Arena, with hero-based defense plus Demon Soldier offense. Personally, I would definitely say more, even though I'm guilty in not finishing the last Demonic Crusade, I would definitely say more Demonic Crusade style content that any player can play, that a brand new player can walk into and enjoy. I think the idea of solo PvP mode, this blah blah blah, Arena, just sounds like Guild War. Like, just sounds like Guild War, but not your guild. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to see which people prefer. Is it going to be the smaller percentage of people that are super hardcore in Guild War that really want that Direction 2 only? Or does that appeal to more people? I would think it's more the people that are super hardcore trying to be the top guilds that would want that. But I could be wrong, and I'm very curious to see what you guys like. And again, I will pass on the feedback from this video after the fact, so be sure to share your thoughts. But I think the Demonic Crusade style stuff is better to be normalized PvE content where anyone can use Demon Soldiers, or like it doesn't depend on your account. But sure, maybe there's like a challenge mode at the end that depending on your Demon Soldiers, you can do even better. But I'd like to see more normalized PvE modes where you get handed characters or to play or decisions to make that have nothing to do with what you actually have, so more players can enjoy that without the stress of, you know, feeling behind everybody else. All right, and Guild versus Guild War content. First half of 2026, new Demon Soldier factions. Planned release of 2 to 3 Demon Soldier factions or new team variants within existing factions. Okay, expected that. Yep, they've been doing that regularly as well. We just got another one. And matchmaking experience improvements. Reduced cases of frequently match against the same guild and intentional losses, point feeding issues. This is really great to hear. If we go back to the last developer interview, Destined and some of the others started talking about this. And it was just something that they wanted our feedback on. They asked, okay, send us in DMs what you'd like to see and what the issues are. So it looks like they're coming around to really resolving some of those key points that the people that, I mean, engaging in guild versus guild content and them valuing it is very important at the end of the day, because like the end game players that have been here for a long time, the hardcore players that care and are super passionate as well, they need, like, a lot of them really love a guild war. So optimizing that content, keeping those people happy is also very important, because it is something really unique compared to other games doing guild versus guild type content. So another good one to hear here. So far, so good. I'm not too worried about anything so far. Getting. Okay, future plans for gear and artifacts. Artifact exclusive rate up coming soon. This is what they mentioned already. So upcoming this next weekend or whatever, we have a Titan Forge rate up, where you're going to get to choose one of the rate artifacts to forge and have a rate up of that one you're looking to get. Such a smart thing to do. Targeted forging chances, when the more and more, the bigger and bigger the pool gets, the less likely you are to get the one you need. So that's perfect. And then gear, optimize and strengthen exclusive gear. Create exclusive gear for high value heroes. And improve attribute stability on a dropped gear. Okay. Exclusive gear. High value heroes, like the popular, better heroes that I guess people are really, you know, wanting for. I mean, I'm trying to think. Which heroes are lacking exclusive gear that could really use it? That, like, we use highly, or maybe ones that have gotten power crept, who used to be amazing, and now you barely use them, and you think maybe a certain piece of exclusive gear with a little which tweaks one of their skills, makes it more powerful, could really benefit. That'd be another great thing to comment below, guys. Again, I will do an analysis of your comments. If you comment your genuine feedback on this, I will put together a write-up for the staff to send on for the player feedback based on this. So you let me know what you think and get into those comments and separately reply to all these things for, like, you know, whatever works for you. All right, future plans for heroes. Let's go. New team, unique combat styles, distinct from current mainstream combat pacing. Oh yeah, remember there was going to be like some new special, like, buff or like debuff, I guess, type of team? Or is that kind of what already happened with Ezra? No, not really. It's really more like just a summon booster, isn't he? I guess we'll see. All right, the Infernal Blast is going to get a new lord, a new team type, a new play style. Okay, Infernal Blast. Yeah, like they've done a really good job rotating through all the factions, making them all better. Like right now, I want to play Northerners and Cultists, I think, the most. I've kind of forgotten about Piercers, but maybe if I ever pulled an Iovar, that would change. It's fine. It's fine. All right, and new lords are coming for Chaos Dominion and the Supreme Arbiters. Cool. All right, enhancing existing hero improvements, enhance heroes' signature mechanics, create more opportunities for heroes to be viable in battle. Now, they do show on the screen that means Cassiel, Ajax, and Gon might be some examples of heroes to be buffed. Cassiel was really great for some content, especially for those that might not have Sun Wukong or Kagiri. But at the end of the day, it's getting a little bit easier to get those heroes thanks to the events rotating, so maybe he's just not as highly used as they expected. And yeah, curious, but I guess we'll see. All right, new heroes, the Demon Queen. Oh my god, look at this, guys. Look at that art with her. This is very like Frank Frazetta fantasy novel book cover vibes. Oh, I love her. Very Lust type style, right? Which I'm definitely not sad for. I love the sexy, edgy Lust character, so this is great to see more here. Lust, Pride, Wrath. So she traced his cheeks with burning nails, blood hardened into scorched marks, and his screams delighted her as she declared at the beginning of the nightmare. Whew. Inspiration, Diablo or Moros. Character tags, female demon, temptation, danger. So it sounds so much like lust, but I'm assuming all her skills here are going to be quite different. Okay. Visual highlights. Bare chains, a visual expression of her seductive nature, tempting not only the eyes, but the soul itself. A demonic crown, twisted horns rise like a crown, marking her as the true queen of hell. Okay. Throne of the seven sins. The severed heads of demons representing other sins lie crushed beneath her throne, symbolizing her supreme dominion. In lava and flames, destruction flows from her blazing garments, incinerating everything in her path. Okay, so maybe this new hero is going to line up with the Infernal faction buffs, I guess, or new mechanics, new heroes, new style, right? That would be a logical guess, I think. Oh my god, I love her! Look at this steampunk vibe. She's cute. I love it. Okay, so new hero, genius mechanic. Anomaly detected. Outcome unknown. Etc. Loving the art. Loving her look. Her face is adorable. She's super pretty. A little sexy, but steampunk vibes for sure. So, Gynoid? I don't know what that is. Inspiration? Gynoid? Gynoid? I don't even know how to say that. It's fine. Okay, character tag. Steampunk, gearhead, magical gems. Okay. Visual, magical gems. That must be something with her skills. Visual highlights, sorry. Blue hair. Floating complex apparatus behind her, emphasizing her identity as a mechanic. Intricately engraved mechanical body. Blending steampunk machinery with feminine design elements. Yeah, it looks like she has one normal arm, one robotic arm, and both her legs look robotic. Interesting. Magical hand cannon combines mechanical aesthetics with magical gems and runes, with the gems servicing as the source of kinetic energy. Ah, there's the painter! And I was right! Synergy with the painter! The painter and the paintress. This is so fun. He dreamed me into life. I dream of him. The paintress. She is my most beautiful lie. The painter. Oh, I'm so excited. So this was something that you could tell was a passion project for one of their artists or the developers. It just felt like they really had a lot of love and care for this character. So it's a mage, chaotic, and cultist. And his bond pair, I'm assuming, is a fighter who's cultist and esoteric. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not sure. Her mix is weird. I don't know how I'm feeling her vibes. Like, I don't know. I guess I gotta see it more, but feels like a weird mixture of visual design elements for her that don't necessarily blend together, but maybe that will be explained a little bit more when we see the lore and her story. So I'm open-minded, but really love the idea of the painter and having a bond pair of maybe like, is she his creation as an artist? She's my most beautiful lie. All right, new heroes. Which faction would he belong to? Okay, let's guess the faction, guys. Damn, this one is so cool. We've seen this one before, teased. I love the chains, love the visuals. I don't know what to guess for this one, though. What do you think, guys? What do you think for faction? Maybe cultists and esotericists, maybe more that dark demony. I don't know, because it kind of gives me the colors and vibes of like stuff with Zealous or Comet original skins. But the crown is very unique. Adds some snow and he could be frosty and be wintry northerner, but I don't think so. I think more like esotericist or cultist. That's what I'm going to go with. Ah, her. We've seen her a lot. Yes, yes, yes. Look at her. So cool to see the elements broken down. Love the crown. So they give a teaser of her face without the eyes covered. That's certainly interesting. I don't know. So this is another one. I feel like she might be... I was thinking of Piercer at first, but maybe not with those weapons. Maybe a new faction hero? Didn't we say a new faction's coming? Maybe. Or maybe just cultist. Esotericist. I don't know. But she looks amazing. So here's a little bit better visual of that character that we were just looking at. Love her so much, for sure. All right, here's another one. Guess what faction he belongs to. So this is like the 3D, is this low poly? I forget which mode this would be. But we have, it's really hard to see. I don't think I can zoom in. Let me try. Okay, I can. Let's look at him. Wow. We've got some creepy skulls on his armor, on his chair. Very demonic looking. Definitely has to be a new lord, right? Maybe a new Chaos Dominion Lord. That's my guess. Chaos Dominion Lord. He looks so cool. Oof. Yeah. I'm gonna guess Chaos Dominion Lord. Let me know if you guys agree. Okay, we have some silhouettes. It's hard to tell the middle one. Maybe like a dwarf with a big cape because he looks stumpy. It could be, the thing on the head could be, oh, actually it looks probably like a weapon, like a hammer. So the middle one I'm guessing is a dwarf of some sort. So probably a northern faction to go along with the other dwarves. Then again, we have Azor and the other... Okay, they're not all northerners to be fair, but maybe. He is wearing like a raggedy cape. There's this kind of phoenix-looking character, or maybe as this last one, or like a harpy. I'm not quite sure what to think of that last one. First one feels familiar, but I can't place it. Questioning. All right, let me know if you guys have any theories for the silhouette heroes. What are they doing to us, guys? This is so freaking cool. Look at the detail on that guy. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Okay, I might rescind my guess on the last one. Now, this guy looks like he deserves to be a cultist, or sorry, chaotic lord. Holy crap. The creepy arms. The amazing weapon. Holy moly. Their designs are getting better and better. Wow. It's crazy. I just want to stare at it. But yeah, I had to leave this on the screen for a moment. This looks incredible. Love it, love it, love it. Love the detail. Do we have a guess at who he is? Is he supposed to be inspiration from something specific? The creepy arms coming down, does that hint at anything? I don't know. All right. Wait, that's a skin, not a hero. Oh my gosh, that's a skin. I'm silly. It's a skin. It's Lord Phineas. Maybe. Right? Maybe. It looks cool. I'm gonna guess Lord Phineas because it kind of looks like him. But it could be something really different that I'm not expecting. I don't know. Okay, more new skins. Wow, that's definitely Torador. Holy crap, that's so much more interesting. The oozing, kind of toxic whatever coming out of him. That is badass. That is Torador. Oh my gosh, look at these! Look at these new skins. So the first one... Guess who this is with the mirror? The mirror idea makes me think it's like Lady Mina. We don't have any others with a mirror like that, do we? It could be a new character completely, to be fair. Or Vierna? No. I have no idea who to guess for the first one. The second one, wow. Holy Greek goddess. But oh, kind of Valkyrie vibes with that headpiece. Is she a Valkyrie? Is it a new one for Valkyra? Or is there another character that's also a Valkyrie being added? Damn, and the same thing with the other guy as well. So the cherubs... Who is he though? New skins, guess who they are. I have no idea who any of these are. I don't know that I could really guess. Except maybe Valkyra for the first one. Or the middle one, sorry. The other one... with the cherubs... sexy blonde dude? I don't know. I have no idea for that one. No idea. No idea for the first and third ones. You guys let me know in the comments below. I want to have a fun comments section. You guys better keep it lively. We have lots to talk about. This is a long-ass video for good reason, because I really wanted to dive deep and have some fun looking at this with you guys. Alright, and this one here is another guess who he is. I think, without looking back at other characters right now, I think my first guess was FATELESS, actually, the more I think about it, because he has... doesn't he have a book and a scepter or whatever? I think so. So my first guess, FATELESS, I think. Someone said in my comments that when they saw this, they guessed Zarus. It could be like the light version of him before he was corrupted. But I don't know. I think more like a FATELESS. Or it could be a skin for a new hero, of course, too. But yeah, very cool. More new hero skins that they're not quite revealing. What's with this one with like, looks very like double. Looks like there's like two faces, multiple hands. Balloons, maybe very clown-like, maybe like super creepy circus clown type vibes from the first one. That's what I'm getting. A weird set of like roses with some balloons. I don't know what's happening there. I have no idea. It just makes me think of the little whack-a-mole game that we play. Makes me think like it's gonna look like that character, but I don't know who it would be for. The second one is a cute fairy vibe with, or maybe demonic. It is like dripping and jagged edges, but with a fancy-ass bow that's bigger than she is. Who has a fancy-ass bow that's bigger than they are? That might be an epic. I'm gonna be bad at guessing. All right, next. Actually, that's it. That's where we're wrapping up. Oh my gosh, there's so much there. This was a long video. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching with me. And again, be sure to provide feedback on some of those topics that we talked about along the way. They do want your feedback, so it's always good to hear the desire for community input. And I'm looking forward to the roadmap. I personally have always praised Watcher for being a game that is well connected to the community and always giving regular updates. It's very generous, honestly too generous sometimes. Like as far as it's like too easy to summon and get characters, which is like not bad, but it can be. Don't hate me for saying that, but it's true. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think about the things I'm most curious about is probably the stuff in the beginning. Like what's with the deal with the sandbox versus the open worlds. I think they said it's more like the sandbox, like more like a DLC style play, but I'm not too familiar with that. More like the add-on content. Once you start with something, it's more like an extra. I'm not sure. It's not my forte, but it's been a great run so far. The character designs continue to be incredible. So I look forward to seeing what they're gonna do in the future with those mystery heroes and skins. But that's all for this video. Be sure to, leave your thoughts again in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. And thank you, Moonton, for letting me review this with the community.